beach, sun, and rum. Welcome to the Caribbean. Today, we're putting two of the region's most popular vacation destinations head-to-head, Cuba versus the Dominican Republic. Both promise beautiful beaches, warm weather, and all-inclusive resorts. But the experience you'll have in each can be very different. We'll compare them across their history, climate, best times to visit, where to stay, top things to see and do, pros and cons, and even the real cost of a one-week all-inclusive trip. By the end, you'll know exactly which destination best fits your travel style. So let's dive in. Let's start with what makes each place special, their story. Cuba has one of the richest and most unique histories in the Caribbean. You'll feel it everywhere, in the colonial plazas of Old Havana, the sound of salsa echoing through cobblestone streets, and the sight of classic American cars cruising past faded pastel buildings. Spanish colonization, African influences, and the 20th century revolution all shaped Cuba into a country where time feels like it stood still. Tourism here has only opened up in limited ways over the years, which gives it a one-of-a-kind charm, but also brings a few quirks we'll talk about later. Now, over on the island of Hispaniola, the Dominican Republic has its own fascinating past. This was the site of the very first European settlement in the Americas, founded by none other than Christopher Columbus. Today, that history lives on in Santo Domingo's Zona Colonial, a UNESCO World Heritage Site filled with 16th-century architecture, museums, and cafes. But beyond its capital, the DR has reinvented itself as one of the Caribbean's powerhouse resort destinations, offering everything from massive beach resorts to adventure tourism. So when's the best time to visit? Both countries share a tropical climate, meaning warm temperatures year-round, but there are key differences you'll want to plan around. In Cuba, the dry season runs from late November to mid-April. That's when you'll find cooler nights, sunny skies, and lower humidity, perfect for sightseeing or lounging on the beach. From May through October, it's hotter, more humid, and you'll run into more rain showers, plus, hurricane season peaks between August and October. In the Dominican Republic, the pattern is similar. The best months are December through April, with dry, breezy weather ideal for resorts and water activities. Rain and tropical storms are more likely from June to November, though showers are usually short-lived. Here's a tip: if you want to save some money, go in the shoulder months, like April or early December, when prices drop and crowds thin out. Next, where should you stay? In Cuba, the two main vacation styles are city-based and resort-based. If you want culture, nightlife, and architecture, Havana is unbeatable. Stay in a casa particular, that's a locally run guesthouse, or a boutique hotel to really experience local life. If you're after long white beaches and cocktails by the pool, head to Varadero, or the smaller resort islands like Cayo Coco and Cayo Santa Maria. These are where you'll find Cuba's best all-inclusive options, many directly on the beach. In the Dominican Republic, it's all about choice. Punta Cana and nearby Bávaro Beach are the country's all-inclusive capitals, miles of sand lined with resorts of every size and style. It's ideal if you want a smooth, relaxing vacation with everything taken care of. If you'd prefer something less touristy, try Samama for nature and whale watching, or Puerto Plata for history and affordable seaside hotels. And if city life appeals to you, Santo Domingo offers culture and nightlife alongside Caribbean warmth. Now for the fun part: what to actually do once you're there. Here are what I consider the top 3 things to do in Cuba. You can explore Old Havana. Walk through Plaza de Armas, visit El Capitolio, and enjoy live music at a classic bar like La Bodeguita del Medio, where Hemingway himself once sipped mojitos. Every corner feels cinematic. You can also take a day trip to Vinales or Trinidad. In Vinales, you'll see rolling tobacco fields and stunning limestone cliffs called Migotis. In Trinidad, cobblestone streets and colorful colonial homes transport you back in time, or you can simply relax in Varadero or the Cayos. These beaches are pure postcard material: calm turquoise water, soft sand, and some surprisingly good snorkeling right off the shore. In the Dominican Republic, you can unwind in Punta Cana or Bávaro. You can easily spend a week alternating between beach time, snorkeling, catamaran cruises, and evening shows at your resort. You can also visit Santo Domingo's Zona Colonial. It's the oldest continuously inhabited European city in the Americas, filled with vibrant plazas, colonial cathedrals, and great local food. Or you can get adventurous. Try ziplining through the rainforest, hiking to waterfalls near Puerto Plata, or go whale watching in Samama Bay between January and March. The DR has tons of natural beauty beyond the resorts. Alright, let's get honest. Every destination has its strengths and weaknesses. Here's what to expect. Cuba pros include its unique culture and history. Nowhere else in the Caribbean feels quite like it. Locals are friendly and proud of their heritage. You'll often find lower prices for flights and packages compared to other islands. Cuba cons include some resorts and infrastructure can feel dated. You may experience power outages or shortages due to the country's economic challenges. And internet access can be slow or unreliable outside major hotels. Dominican Republic pros include a huge selection of modern, well-equipped resorts, especially in Punta Cana. Great beaches, water sports, and nightlife. It's easy to get to, with frequent direct flights from Canadian and U.S. cities. Dominican Republic cons include tourist areas can feel a bit commercial and less authentically Dominican. Prices are higher, especially during peak season. And some areas outside the resorts are less walkable or safe for solo exploring at night. Let's talk money. What will a one-week all-inclusive actually cost you if you're flying from Toronto, for example? As of fall 2025, sample package prices for 4 to 5-star accommodation options tell the story pretty clearly. A 7-night all-inclusive to Varadero often starts around $1,100 Canadian dollars per person, including flights. Some last-minute deals cost less. Meanwhile, a similar 7-night stay in Punta Cana usually costs around $1,400 Canadian dollars per person for a mid-range resort. You can sometimes find promotional deals bringing the price lower, but in peak winter season, it's typically higher. Both flights take about the same time, just under 4 hours from Toronto to Havana, and about 4 to 4.5 hours to Punta Cana. So on pure cost alone, Cuba usually wins, but remember, lower prices often come with simpler amenities and fewer imported goods. Both destinations are generally safe for tourists, especially at major resorts, but it's still smart to be aware. Always get travel insurance that covers medical emergencies. In Cuba, bring some cash in euros or Canadian dollars, as credit cards from US-linked banks may not work. In the Dominican Republic, ATMs and credit cards are widely accepted in resort areas. And wherever you go, keep your valuables secure and use official taxis or pre-arranged transport. So, which is better, Cuba or the Dominican Republic? The truth is, it depends on you. If you love culture, history, and photography, if you don't mind a slower pace and want an affordable escape with tons of character, Cuba will capture your heart. It's a place where the past meets paradise, and the people's spirit is unforgettable. If you're looking for a smooth, worry-free, resort-style vacation with modern comforts, big buffets, water sports, and dependable service, the Dominican Republic is your best bet. So, what's your pick? Cuba's classic charm, or the Dominican Republic's all-inclusive comfort? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this comparison helpful, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more travel guides like this, and check out the links in the description for current deals and travel tips. Until next time, enjoy the journey, and see you in the sun!